am someone who has ADHD, and it's very difficult for me, but at times to feel like I can do all the things that I set out, because it's actually kind of easy for me to like set a bunch of things in motion because like the impulsivity of my genius is like, and then I'm like, you know, like do this, do that, do this, do that, do that, you know, and then the follow through is like, oh shit, you know, not showing up here. If I need to show up live, that's why I do a lot of live shit, because I could do it easy because you're here and I'm like, I want to hang out. But anything else, it's like, you know, so I'm sharing this because, you know, part of my intention with this work today is to really allow us to use this practice to work with the elements in our body to channel and to hone our energy, right? So when we're in phases where we need to just rest and let go and not create, that there's a permission for that, you know, and then when the swirl of energy comes in, that we can also allow that to kind of take us and to really understand what we need, you know, and more understand what do we need, what kind of support do we need to be able to fulfill the things that we desire, but that we also know we're here to fulfill and share. For me, it's really helpful to know that someone else is there. And it's not just helpful, and I learned in therapy yesterday, this is an ADHD thing, but it's like, it's imperative for me, for someone else to know like what I'm doing in order for me to do it. So like, all I have to do is like, I called my mom the other day and was like, can you help me like upload these documents for my taxes? Cause like, I've been trying to do it for like 2 months and I just can't do it. And my mom's like, I guess, like, I don't really understand, like, how I would do that. Like, you're going to, I mean, yes, I'll help you, you know, but you're going to have to explain it to me. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's talk on Wednesday. You know, it's Monday. And I hung up the phone. I went back in the cafe and I sat down and I did it on my phone. I was like, I just like all of a sudden was able to do this thing I've been trying to do for 2 months, just because I like asked my mom, who like doesn't really know how to use Dropbox, and you know, I could talk her through it, but like obviously it's going to take more time, you know what I mean? So it's like it's just so cool that we get to be, and painful to be honest. It's cool and painful, but that we can just be, you know, who we are, and especially in this practice, and then have this relationship to spirit, this relationship to God that allows us to continue to uncover how to do it, how to be human, how to have a business, how to, you know, it's incredibly difficult to run your own business. I mean, people make it look easy all the time on Instagram, but it's incredibly difficult, at least for someone like me. I think for some people it's probably easier. The way my brain works, it's incredibly difficult, you know? And so, and I also love it, you know, and I also really can't work for other people because I'm not good at that. So, and this is what I'm meant to do, right? So for each of us on our soul's journey, there's always something that's there that's like, oh, this is getting in the way, you know, like this is making this hard. Like at some point, right, we find ease, and then at some point, whatever it is we're doing, whether it's relationship and intimacy or in our career and in our work and our creative energy, something arises and it's like, oh, well, now this is hard. So, you know, what do I do? Right? There's just inevitable thresholds that we're meant to cross. And I do believe, in my experience, and everyone has their own, that it really helps to have the energetic support of others to usher us through in these thresholds. Cool and painful. I know, kind of a weird thing to say, but anyways, here we are, and I'm a weirdo, so